Now we move on to division of decimals. I hope that you have practiced addition, subtraction, multiplication of decimals. Now we come to division of decimals. Dividing a decimal by 10, 100, 1000, etc. This is the first type. What is the rule? On dividing a decimal by 10, 100, 1000, etc. So the decimal point is shifted to the left by 1 place, 2 places, 3 places. That is, if it is divided by 10, 1 place, divided by 100, 2 places, divided by 1000, 3 places, and so on. So it is opposite to the multiplication of decimal. Now we will see the examples. 16.8 divided by 10. So that is 10 contains only 1 0. So we need one digit from the whole place, that is left. Left of the decimal is whole number. So we need one digit from the whole number. So the decimal point we move to the left of the whole number, that is 1.68. Second example, 236.4 divided by 100. So 2 zeros, so 2 places, the decimal point moved to the 2 places left of the decimal place, that is 2.364. Next example, 3709.6 divided by 1000. So 3 zeros are there, so the decimal point moved to left 3 places, 3 digits, that is 3.7096. Now one more, that is different example, 2.34 divided by 100. Here 100 contains 2 zeros, so the decimal point moved to the left 2 digits, but left of the decimal point only 1 digit is there. So we have to add 0 before 2. That answer will be 0.0234. So be careful where to add zeros. That is very important in decimals. Next question, 6.28 divided by 1000. Here 1000 contains 3 zeros, so we need 3 digits before that is the decimal point, move 3 digits left. But here only 1 digit is there, so we need more 2 digits. So what to do? Like the previous question, we have to add zeros before 6. That is, the answer is 0.00628. Now come to second type, dividing a decimal by a whole number. Question is, divide 39.168 by 12. You write it in that form, that is 39.168 is dividend and 12 is a divisor. Here 12, that is the divisor, contains 2 digits. So we have to take first 2 digits, that is already in the whole number, that is in the decimal number, the whole number part contains 2 digits. So 39 divided by 12, the quotient will be 3. So 3 12s are 36, then subtracted, the remainder is 3. Now we have to take the other digits, that is after the decimal point, that is 1, bring it down. So in the quotient we will put the decimal point, then we will take the digits down, that is 31. Then 31 divided by 12, that is equal to the quotient is 2. 2 12s are 24, then the remainder is 7. Then we bring the next digit, that is 6, that is 76. 76 divided by 12, that is 6 12s are 72. Then remainder is 4. Then we will take the other next digit, that is 8 48. 48 divided by 12 is 4. So the quotient is 3.264. Now come to question number 2. Divide 0.567 by 9. Now write it in this form, 0.567 is dividend and 9 is a divisor. So divisor contains only 1 digit. So we have to take 1 digit from the whole number. Whole number contains 0. So we cannot divide it. So first we will put 0 here in the quotient. After that we have to take the digits after the decimal point. So in the quotient also first we will put the decimal point. Then we will take 5. Then 5 is not divided by 9, that is divisor, it is less than the divisor. So we will put 0, then we will take the next digit, that is 6. 56 we have to take now. Now 56 divided by 9 is 6. So 6 9s are 54, now the remainder is 2. Then we bring the next digit, that is 7, 27 now. 27 divided by 9 is 3. So 3 9s are 27. Now the remainder is 0. So the quotient of 0.567 divided by 9 is equal to 0.063. Question number 3. Divide 2.32 by 16. So write it in the form 2.32 is dividend and 16 is divisor. Here divisor contains 2 digits. So we have to take the 2 digits from the whole number, but whole number contains here only 1 digit. So it is not divisible by the divisor. So we will put 0 first. Now we have to take the digits after the decimal point. So first we will put decimal point on the quotient. Then we will take the digits after the decimal point, that is 23. 23 divided by 16, that is 1 time. So 1 16s are 16. Now the remainder is 7. We will take the next digit, that is 2. 72. 72 divided by 16, that is 4. 4 16s are 64. Then the remainder is 8. So what is the rule? Now we have to divide this given question till the remainder is 0. But we don't have any digits more, that is the question is only the dividend is given here 2.32. So we have to insert as many zeros if it is required till the remainder is 0. So we are inserting 1 0 in the dividend. Then we will bring it down, that is 80, that is 80. Now 80 is divided by 16, that is 5. 5 16s are 80. Now the remainder is 0. In some questions you need some more another 1 or 2 zeros, you have to add it, then only will get the remainder. So be careful where to add zeros and when to add zeros while doing any multiplication and division of decimals. So quotient of 2.32 divided by 16 is equal to 0.145. Now we move on to division of decimal number by a decimal number. Already we have learned 2 types of division of decimal number. One is division of decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. Second type, division of decimal number by a whole number. Then the third type is division of decimal number by a decimal number. See the example, 0.018 divided by 0.6. Both contains, that is both are the decimal numbers. That is 0.018 divided by 0.6. Now we have to see the divisor. Divisor contains, that is a decimal point, that is 0.6. So we have to convert the divisor into whole number. So whenever you are doing any division, the divisor must be a whole number. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. 10 by 10. So 0.018 multiplied by 10 is equal to 0.18 and 0.6 multiplied by 10 which is equal to 6. So again the division comes like this, 0.18 divided by 6. This is decimal number divided by a whole number. Ordinary division, what we have done in the second method, we will do it. So here 0.18 divided by 6. So first divisor is 1 digit. Here we are seeing the whole number, that is 0. So we will put 0 here. Then next, after the decimal point we are taking the digits here. So put the decimal point in a quotient also. Then we bring it to the next number 1. Here we are seeing that 1 is less than the divisor, that is 6. So we put 0 here. Then we bring the next digit, that is 18. Then 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3. Then 3 6 are 18. The remainder is 0. So the quotient of 0.018 divided by 0.6 is equal to 0.03. Next question, 0.076 by 0.19. In the same way, that is here the dividend is also a decimal number and divisor is also a decimal number. So first step is we are converting the divisor into whole number. So for this, now we have to see that number of decimal places in the divisor. Here there are 2 decimal places in the divisor. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. That is numerator, that is dividend, 0.076 multiplied by 100 divided by 0.19 multiplied by 100. As usual, that is same process. We'll get the numerator 7.6, divided by 19. Now the divisor is a whole number. So we have to follow the steps which we have done in the second type, that is decimal number divided by a whole number. Do the process here, see the working. So your working is very important in this all these division and multiplication questions. So the remainder, the quotient will be 0.4, that is 0.076 divided by 0.19 is equal to 0.4. That is the quotient is 0.4 and there is no remainder, so no need to write the remainder equal to 0. Next, come to the exercise 3D. Divide. Number 1, 131.6 divided by 10. So as per the rule, already we have gone through the rules, that is 131.6 divided by 10. So one place from the whole number to the decimal places. So 13.16. Number 2, 0.08 divided by 10, which is equal to 0.08 divided by 10. So one place will move to the decimal places. So 0.008. Number 3, 4.7 divided by 100. So write it in this form, 4.7 divided by 100. So here we need two places from the from the whole number we will bring it to the decimal places. Here only one place is here. So now we have to add one more digit, that is 0. 0 where we have to add it? Suppose if we are adding 0 after 4, that is 40. If you add 0 before 4, that is 04. So we cannot change the value of the given question. So if you add 0 before 4, that is 4. If you add 0 after 4, that is 40. So where we have to add it? That is before 4 we have to add 0. That is very important, where to add and when to add. That is 0.047. Now come to question number 4. 2 divided by 1000. So write it in this form, 2 by 1000. Here the divisor contains 3 zeros. So we need 3 places from the whole number to the decimal places. So we are taking only one place is here in the numerator. So we need 2 more zeros. In the same previous question what I have explained, in the same way, where to add the zeros. Suppose if we are adding the zeros after 2, that is 200. But here the question is only 2. So we have to add the zeros before 2. That is 2 places we need it. So we will add 2 zeros. So the answer will be 0.002. Number 5. 43.2 divided by 6. 43 this is decimal number divided by whole number. So you do the same process here till the remainder is 0. Then you will get a quotient, that is 7.2. Number 6. 1.001 by 14. Here decimal number divided by a whole number. In the same process we have to do this one in this form. See here, once again I repeat the steps. 1.001 is a dividend and 14 is a divisor. Here divisor contains 2 digits. So we have to take 2 digits from the whole number. But that whole number contains only 1 digit. So first we will put 0 here. Then we will take the digits from the decimal point. After the decimal point. So we will take the other digits 0. So we will put a decimal point in the quotient. Then we will put 0 here. Then after taking this, the next digit, that is 10, it is also the less than the divisor. So we have take the after that is 100 place from the dividend, that is 0. So again 100 we are taking here, then 100 divided by 14. After if we are taking 0, here no need to put 0 here, because after the decimal point we have to take the digits one by one. Once we have taken the first digit is less than the divisor, then only we have to put 0 here. After that we have to take the digits one by one. 100 divided by 14 is 7, that is 7 14s are 98. Then you subtract it, the remainder is 2. Then we bring the next digit to down, that is 21. 21 divided by 14 is, that is 1 14s are 14. Again the remainder is 7. So what is the process? Till the remainder is 0, we have to continue the division. So we will add one more zeros with the dividend, that is 0, that is 1.001, 0 we are adding. we are bring that 0 down here. Now we'll add with that is remainder, that is 70. So 70 divided by 14 is 5. So 5 14s are 70. Now the remainder is 0. So the quotient is 0.075. So while doing these questions, while this type of division of decimals, be careful where to add, how to do the zero, how to add the zeros, where to add the zeros, and then practice it well. Now we move to next question. 3.28 by 0.8. See the question, decimal number divided by decimal number. Here the divisor is again decimal number. So we have to convert this divisor into a whole number. So for this, what we have to do it? Now we have to see the number of decimal places in the divisor. Only we have to see the number of decimal places in the divisor. No need to see the number of decimal places in the dividend. So don't worry about the dividend. Now we have to convert only the divisor into a whole number. So 3.28 divided by 0.8. Here the divisor contains only one decimal place. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. So 3.28 multiplied by 10 is equal to 32.8. 0.8 multiplied by 10 is equal to 8. Now the division is 32.8 divided by 8. That is decimal number divided by a whole number. Same process we have to do it here. 32.8 and divisor is 8. Now 32. Now the divisor is only one digit. Here the whole number is 2 places. So there is no problem. So we have to take 32 divided by 8. That is 4. 4 8s are 32. Then after that we are bringing the digits after the decimal point. So we put decimal point here, then you bring the digit, that is 8 down. That is 8 divided by 8 is 1. That is the quotient is 1. 1 8s are 8. Now the remainder is 0. So 3.28 divided by 0.8 is equal to 4.1. One more example, see here, 0.076 by 0.19. Here the division is again decimal number by decimal number. Here you have to see the divisor only. Divisor contains the decimal point. So the first step is we are converting this divisor into a whole number. Here the divisor contains 2 digits. So we multiply by 100. So write the decimal numbers like this, 0.076 divided by 0.19. So we have to multiply by 100, both numerator and denominator. So the answer will be 7.6 divided by 19. Now the division is decimal number by a whole number. So we have to same process, we have to follow it. 7.6 divided by 19. Here the divisor contains 2 digits. But here the whole number contains only one digit. So after the decimal place, we have to take the digits. So first in the whole number, it is not divisible by the divisor. So we'll put 0 here. After that, we are taking the digits after the decimal point. So put a decimal point on the quotient. Then we will take the digits after the decimal point, that is 6, 76, bring it here. Then 76 divided by 19. Which is equal to 4. Then the remainder is 0. So the quotient is 0.076 divided by 0.19 is equal to 0.4. Now move to the next question. 148 by 0.074. Which implies that is whole number divided by a decimal number. Here the divisor should be whole number. So we are converting this divisor into a whole number. So we have to see the number of digits, that is 3 digits are there. So we have to multiply this divisor by 1000. So see the process here, 148 multiply 148 divided by 0.074, multiply both numerator and denominator by 1000. So which comes to 1,48,000 divided by 74. This is the ordinary division. You will do it in the same way. Here, see the process here. That is 74 is divisor, 2 digits. So we are taking the 2 digits first here. So 2 digits less than. So we are taking 3 digits. So 148 divided by 74 is 2. That is 0. After this see the dividend, there are 3 zeros are there. We are bringing it here. So we will put 3 zeros again in the quotient. So 1,48,000 divided by 74 is 2000. Now see the question here. 148 divided by 0.074 is equal to 2000. So the quotient will be 2000. Now move to word problems. First question. 1.8 meter of cloth is required for a shirt. How many such shirts can be made from a piece of cloth 45 meter long? So what to do in this question? Once again you read the question. Here it is given there. So for one shirt this much meter of cloth is needed, and then total length of cloth is given there. How many shirts required? So we have to divide it. So how to write the statement here? Length of cloth required for a shirt, that is for a shirt, that is one shirt, equal to 1.8 meter. Total length of cloth is equal to 45 meter. Now what we have to find out, that is how many shirts, that is number of shirts we are going to find out. So what is the formula? Total length of cloth divided by length of cloth per a shirt, that is per shirt, that is per one shirt. So 45 meter divided by 1.8. Here the division is whole number divided by a decimal number. So the divisor, you know that divisor must be a whole number. So we are converting this divisor into whole number. So for this we have to see the number of decimal places. Here the number of decimal places in the divisor is 1. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. So 45 multiplied by 10 is equal to 450. 1.8 multiplied by 10 equal to 18. So they both are the dividend and divisor are whole number. So we have to divide normal division and we will get the quotient, that is 25. So the number of shirts equal to 25. Now move to question number 2. A tin holds 16.5 liters of oil. How many such tins will be required to hold 478.5 liters of oil? So again we have to see that which operation we have to follow it. Here it is in the question given there, one tin, this much oil, and total amount of quantity of oil is given. How many such tins, like the previous question. So we have to divide it. So how to write the statement? Quantity of oil a tin holds, that is a one tin holds, equal to 16.5 liter. Total quantity of oil is equal to 478.5 liters. So here the units are very important. Now what is the formula? Number of tins needed, that is equal to total quantity of oil divided by quantity of oil in one tin. So total quantity is 478.5 divided by 16.5. Here the division is decimal number by a decimal number. So our first we have to see the divisor. It is in a decimal. We have to convert into whole number. After that we have to see the number of decimal places in the divisor. Here it is only one digit. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. That is 478.5 multiplied by 10 is equal to 4785. And divided by 16.5 multiplied by 10 is equal to 165. This is the normal division, whole number by whole number. So you do the process as a division, as a normal division, then you get the quotient, that is 29. So the number of tins needed is equal to 29. Now move on to question number 3. How many pieces of plywood, each 0.35 centimeter thick, are required to make a pile 1.89 meter high? What is given here? The thickness of each plywood is given, and you have to arrange it one by one. You are keeping that, you are making a pile, that is the height must be 1.89 meter. Now you have to see the unit. Here the thickness of plywood is given in centimeter, and you have to, that is how many piles you are arranging it, that is into meter. So you are converting both into the same unit. So we are converting this 1.89 meter into centimeter. So now we come to the statements. Thickness of a piece of plywood, that is equal to 0.35 centimeter. Height of a pile equal to 1.89 meter. We are converting into centimeter. So we are multiplying 1.89 by 100, that 189 centimeter. Now what we have to find out? Number of pieces. So number of pieces of plywood required equal to height of a pile divided by thickness of a piece. That is, height of a pile is 189 centimeter divided by 0.35. That is thickness of a piece. Here we are seeing that is whole number divided by a decimal number. So the divisor must be a whole number. So we are converting this divisor into whole number. For this, we have to see the number of decimal places in the divisor. That is 2 places. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. So that is equal to 189 multiplied by 100 is equal to 18,900 divided by 0.35 multiplied by 100 is equal to 35. Here it is whole number divided by whole number. Ordinary division you have to do it and find out the quotient. That is number of pieces of plywood required equal to 540. In this exercise 3D, some questions are ticked. See the question number 1, 2, 6. Question number 2, 3 and 5. Question number 3, 2 and 5. Question number 4, 3 and 5. Question number 5, 3, 6, 8, 11 and 15. So you do all the ticked questions in your copy. Question number 6, 3 and 5. Question number 7, 5, 9, 10 and 15. All are the division questions. Now we come to word problems. See the ticked questions. Question number 10. Question number 14, 15, 17. Write the proper statements and show the process, working place you do the divisions and write the answer.